There he is. Oh goodness, giant carp. Here in a minute, I want to show you that you use corn like this. This is the most important part of the whole process. Make sure you loop your corn all the way around and just leave the tip barely exposed. Okay, now if you don't use the proper rod and reel combo, this is what's going to happen to you. This was way too light of a rod for these big carp that I was catching, and it snapped it. I like to use a real stiff rod personally, but you can use just a stronger rod in general. Mine came from Goodwill, and they're from the 80s, and they're still catching carp. It's a Daiwa Millionaire and an Apollo rod. So whatever you want to use still works. I think I show an old 60s or 70s Brule and Mitchell 600 in here too that I use. I use whatever I can that's a good size that'll hold up, and I learned that the hard way. So that's also as important as using the corn, using the hook, and I'm going to show you how to set all that up here in just a second. Oh, threw it. Saw him for a second. That one just threw it. Okay, so we already talked about how you need to set your corn up. You know, just loop it, make sure you leave the hook out. But you want to take your knot and I tie a snell knot. You can tie a different kind of knot, and I'll link some of my videos to how to untie knots. And I'll show you the snell knot here in a second. But aside from the knot, you want to go up or tie your hook into the snell knot. You want to go up about a foot, maybe 18 inches with a weight. And just give yourself a little bit of room to get that hook away from the weight and let the corn kind of drift so the carp can come up and find it. Now, when carp do hit, they don't just run up and grab it all the time. Sometimes they will. I've had to do it, especially with worms, they'll do that. But with corn, you let it sit in your rod holder. You just wait. You don't want to touch it, because what they'll do is they'll come and they'll bump it. Or they'll pick it up, take it a few inches away, drop it, and leave it there, and then come right back and take it. And then with these octopus hooks, it'll grab them and they'll just run. And they run. So that is how I catch them. That's how I let them hook themselves. You don't even have to set the hook. Setting the hook with these will help get it in a little bit deeper and help hold on to them a little bit better. But that's all you have to do. You just let them take it. So like I said, it gets really hard out there. I don't have that many videos of it, so I haven't really put them in here. I'm also trying to get that giveaway information out, so I want to make sure I get the video out on time. But what you'll see when you're doing this is you'll just see your line pop every now and then. You'll think that's probably a bluegill or something tiny. Usually it's not. Usually it's those carp bumping into your line. Even if they swim back past your line, they have enough force to kind of stir up and kick everything out, and it'll make your line bob. So don't be discouraged. It can take 15 minutes. It can take 2 hours to get a bite. But usually once they start feeding, they are feeding. So let me show you what that snell knot looks like. Alright, so this is a snell knot, and I will tag a video of me tying a snell knot. But this is just what it looks like real quick. So you can pause it here if you need to and just get a good look at what the snell knot should look like. The one little trick with the snell knot is if you leave excess line, you can tie a little loop, and you can use boilies, which is something that I make myself, or you can buy, that works, but not nearly as well for me as corn. So that could be a different video. If you guys want to learn about boilies, I will make a little video and talk about them. But this is the easiest way I know to catch carp, so this is what I wanted to show you. Alright guys, let's go ahead and pick out our winner for the giveaway. And what I'm going to do is select comments that you guys made, 1,000 in. Let's start this thing. And it's going to be Jumbotron. So Jumbotron, congratulations. I'm going to show a picture of that to show a little bit better. And Jumbotron will get in contact with you and get you your prize back out. Congratulations, guys. You guys stay tuned. There will be more giveaways coming. It bent it. It bent my rod holder. All right, so aside from everything else I showed you, get you a rod holder. Get you a good one you can trust. because you need to let the octopus hook do its job. And the easiest way to do that is to put it in a rod holder and not feel that need to set the hook. So, like I said, get you a good rod holder. So I'm about to show you something most people can't stand, and that is a way to fight fish without the drag. Uh, I know everybody hates it when it this, but when you're outmatched with fish, sometimes putting auto reverse off and just letting the fish run with it when it needs to, and then keeping your own tension on it is a good way to kind of just feel that fight and just be you fighting that fish. You may not like that. You don't have to do it that way, but I'm going to show you how I do it. And just if you want to try it, try it. If not, completely understand. There are much better ways to catch fish. If you have the right kind of gear, you don't have to worry about doing this technique. Oh, there it goes. I'm letting it run, I'm feeding it, letting it run out, setting, letting it run out, 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 come back, okay, it's gotten a little tired, letting it run, come back, letting it run, come back, come up, let me see you at least, you are a big one. I keep just enough tension that it can't throw it up enough just so it can't bend it. Oh. He spun me. He spun me right round. There he is. He's dead in front of me, but he's still deep. There he is. I don't think he's a massive hook bender. Yeah, he's not that massive. He should be able to come in. Oh, he's a good size. Oh, he's pretty good. It's not over yet. Not over by any means. My net is pretty far away, which was silly. Okay, and here I'm using an antique setup, an antique combo. The rod was a little iffy, but it was a lot stiffer and a lot easier to fight. And I'm just going to show you how I can crank down on them here and not have to worry about not utilizing drag and just cranking this thing in. And I got some help from my son on netting it, so it was a good day fishing, and like this antique rod was awesome. Oh, there he goes. He got me unwrapped. Okay. Oh, man. He's angry. Again, you got to keep the net down, buddy. You can't pick it up. Yeah, pick it up. Pick it up now. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today and wrap up this series. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you guys would please like, subscribe, and comment, it helps the channel grow. I'm trying to get some more watch hours on these long videos so we can get to monetization, and then we can do a lot of giveaways. But I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you. So thank you for all that you guys do. And until we meet again, fish on, my friends. Fish on.